What's up guys, John here, I'm with Neeson, and we are in our gym today, and this is the next video in a series that I'm doing on how blind people exercise independently. So I did a video a while ago featuring a stair workout, and I'll link that in the description of this video. And today we're going to run on a treadmill completely blind, and I'm going to show you guys how I do that after I tie my shoelaces. So hopefully you guys can see, I turned on all the lights in here, all the switches I could find anyway, so hopefully for those of you who can see, it's bright enough for you guys to actually see. The GoPro doesn't really work too well in poor visibility, so if you can't see, well, you just have to listen. And for those of you who are blind and want to know how I run on the treadmill completely blind, I'm gonna be as descriptive as I can, and hopefully if anyone out there has a fear of running on a treadmill, because falling off the treadmill is a fear that is out there for blind people, especially because we can't see what we're doing, then I hope to quash that fear, because I don't have that fear. I've never fallen off the treadmill, not once. And I have ran and do run very, very quickly. So this is the treadmill. It's a light commercial treadmill, which is great to begin with. It's got a very wide deck, so the part that you actually run on, the moving part. It's got handrails on each side. Okay, it is a touchscreen, but I've memorized where the quick start button is. So quick start just basically means when you press it, the treadmill starts. You don't have to program anything. It's just easy. There is a string here that clips to an article of your clothing. The other end is attached to the treadmill. If you pull this, there's a quick stop. It'll immediately slow down and stop. Now, I don't use this. I've never have. I've never needed it, thank God. Even if you are wearing this and you fall, you're gonna get just shot off the back of the treadmill anyway, depending on how fast you're going. So this string doesn't prevent you from falling. Now, it may prevent you from, like, you may realize as you're going near the end of the treadmill off the back that the string gets tight and kind of pulls you forward. But even if I walk right back, my heels right now, if I were to wear this safety string on my shirt, I'm at the end of its length, and then my heels are pretty much off the treadmill. So it's not really gonna prevent you from knowing that you're near the end anyway. It's much better as a blind person to just maintain some sort of contact with the front of the treadmill. Then you know you've got plenty of room behind you. Hello, Neeson. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this string up so it's out of my way. I just wrap it around the front of the treadmill. So as I'm running, I'll explain my process. So I basically step off on either side of the treadmill. So I straddle the belt until I get it going. And it usually takes me a little bit of time to get this thing going. I have thought about just putting a tactile mark on here. I might probably do that. Oh, there we go. Now, I'm just gonna start walking. So you can hear the treadmill right now. So it starts really, really slow. I think it's like, I don't know, 1.5 kilometers an hour or something. So because I want to mimic outside running as much as I can, I put it up on an incline. When you run on a flat treadmill, the treadmill is doing a lot of the work for you. So when you go outside after extended time inside, you're not as fit as you think you are. So to counteract that, I run on an incline. So I'm going to put it up to 4. And now I'm just gonna hold my finger down on the, so for the incline, there's like a little lever that I can push, and each time I push it once, it'll go up 0.5. For the speed right next to it, same sort of lever. Every time I press it, it'll go up 0.1 kilometer. So I'm just gonna hold my thumb down on it so it goes up faster. You can hear it getting faster. So now I'm just trotting along here so I can talk to you guys. So hopefully you can see this. Typically, I do not have constant contact with the front of the treadmill. So basically, at the end of each arm cycle, a part of my body will touch this front bar. Sometimes it's my hand on either side, or if I'm going faster, it'll be my quads that'll come up and hit the front of the treadmill. So Sunday is typically my long run day. I'll run on the treadmill for like 80 minutes. I'll warm up for like 20 of those minutes, and then I will reset the treadmill because it only goes for an hour at a time. And then I'll run an hour at a good clip for me. So at this pace, I'm like very, very comfortable running. I'm always in the middle of the treadmill. You can't see this right now, I don't think, but I'm basically relying on my quad, so the front of my legs are contacting the front of the treadmill. That's how I know where I am. The hands are just hanging out. Just my arms are just moving back and forth as I run. So I will show you guys what it's like running a lot faster. But nobody can run fast right out of the gate. Everybody should warm up before they try to run fast. A, it's safer to prevent injury. B, a lot of people just can't run fast without warming up. I can't. I'm old. So I'm gonna stop the video. I'm gonna warm up a bit more, and then I'll come back and pick up and we'll run a little faster. Alright guys, we're back. 20 minute warm up in the books. So now I'm gonna step off on either side. I'm gonna straddle the belt again. So I typically hold on to the front when I do that, just to be safe. Now I'm gonna pick up the speed. We're gonna start running at around 5-minute K pace, which again is, for me, it's very comfortable. For you, it might not be. You can hear the treadmill revving up. It sounds like an airplane. So you might be asking, well, how do you know how fast you're going? So typically the treadmill makes a weird noise around 11K per hour speed. So I'm probably not exactly on with my estimate, but I'm around 5 minutes per K. So right now I'm not using my hands at all for orientation. I'm using, as I mentioned earlier, the front of my legs hit the front of the treadmill every time I bring them forward. So I'm not having to rely on my hands for orientation. Now, again, I'm very comfortable running on a treadmill. I do it a lot. I've done it for years. As a beginner, it's always better to be safe than sorry. However, that said, constantly holding onto the front of the treadmill like this, you want to try not to do that because that takes away from your run. That makes it easier. It's not nearly as effective as it is when you can run properly. So try to work up to doing that, and if that means you run slower, that's okay. You see my hands are just relaxed. Upper body super relaxed. We're just chilling. Okay, we're back. So this is not the typical long run for me. Like, I'll typically not go faster and then walk for a bit and then go faster, but I want to show you guys how I run. So this is a special day today. Okay, so now we're gonna have a little bit of fun. I'm gonna go faster. So basically, again, I'm going to step off to either side. So I'm gonna straddle the belt, and we're gonna put this baby up to, I don't know, we're gonna put it up to like 14K an hour. So yeah, that's beginning to get a little bit more uncomfortable for me over a long distance. Like 14K an hour would be a little bit faster than my half marathon pace right now. Maybe. I don't know that. I'd like it to be my half marathon pace, and maybe it is. I don't know. I haven't ran a half in years. I'm going to be running one in about a month. So step off. I'm gonna ramp this baby up. You'll hear it picking up speed again. There's 11. So again, I'm not really using my hands at all yet for orientation. Just relax, upper body. Now sometimes, like every now and again, I will touch the front, just for assurance. Right in the middle of the treadmill, at the front, super safe. The risk of me falling off right now is 0. And the treadmill deck, so the part that moves, is wide. So I can like wander from side to side a little bit and be okay. Just trotting along. So normally I'll rock out to tunes when I'm running, but YouTube's not a fan of that, so I don't want to get a copyright strike. So no music for us today. So we've done easy jogging, we've done 5-minute K running, we've done 14K an hour running. So now we're gonna get into some faster running. We're gonna go to 16K per hour, which is 3:45 kilometer pace. This is getting pretty quick for me. So because I run on the incline to make it more realistic to outside, I find inside running at faster paces harder than outside. So 16K per hour for me indoor on an incline is it's difficult for sure. And when I'm running at this pace, I will often, because my stride opens up, I have to put more effort in. Most often my legs at the front, my quads, and my hands will hit the treadmill. When you're going faster, I try to have a little bit more contact with the front bar, just for orientation and assurance. So, step off the sides. Ramp this puppy up to 16K PH, 16 kilometers per hour. Here we go. So you'll hear my stride is quicker, more powerful. The belt under me is moving very quickly, so you need to keep up with that or it'll shoot you off the back. You'll see my hands, I hope you can see, sometimes touch, sometimes don't. The screen right in front of me, you can see probably your time running, your speed, maybe calories burned, elevation, don't know, stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna slow this baby down, and then we're gonna run at the fastest pace this baby can get to. Okay, so this treadmill goes up to 19 kph, so 19 kilometers an hour. So 20 kilometers an hour is 3-minute kilometer pace. So I think 19 kilometers per hour is around 310 to 315. Not exactly sure. It's fast. Very fast for me. This would be my probably 1500 meter pace right now if I was to race on the track. Now I should probably mention, I'm sorry, that I used to be a competitive runner. I've been to 2 Paralympic Games, so I am still, so I have retired obviously from competitive sport, but I'm still in decent shape for somebody who doesn't run that often. I run 3 days a week, sometimes 4. So these paces I'm running at, they may seem daunting to you, but you do you, right? I'm a former world-class athlete. You may not be, and that's totally fine. So we're gonna step off, crank this baby up to 19 kph, and I'm gonna show you guys what that kind of looks like. I know the view isn't gonna be great for people who can't see either, but I can't see shit, so there you go. It takes a while to get up that fast. So I'm holding on with my left hand, and I hold on until I'm securely on, pretty much. All right. So you can see my hands touching. My stride is quick, and I'm hauling ass right now. Booyah, motherfucker! Step off. Slow this baby down. She's vibrating, boys and girls. So that is how I, as a blind man, a blind athlete, runs independently on a treadmill. I hope if you're somebody out there who's blind and maybe wants to start running on a treadmill, I hope that I've inspired you. I hope I've given you some peace of mind when it comes to the whole safety thing, because that is important. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave a comment and I will respond to you. Right? Exercise is critical for a healthy mind and body, and if I can help you guys overcome any inhibitions that you have when it comes to blind running, I would love to do that. So don't hesitate to reach out. I'd be happy to help. Cheers.